Smiles to go around throughout the venue here. Want to show some love to our fans who have been showing a lot of support to all of our teams from around the world. In case you didn't know, 31 countries represented, 40 squads, over 6 days of action. This is day 4. Ukraine hitting the court first. Again, they come in after splitting a couple of games in their first set of pool play action. They lost to Russia by 1, close game, 13-12. And then they were able to get a win, almost get a win, 15-17. So my bad. Ukraine come in 0-2. New Zealand 1-1. But nonetheless, there's your squad: Kristina Filivets, Natalia Subik, Olga Maznichenko, and Yevgenia Spitkovska. Now, here come the ladies in black, the Kiwis, the Tall Ferns, New Zealand. As Antonia Edmondson, you just saw, join Michaela Cox, along with Giovanna Palavast and Kalani Purcell. New Zealand's body of work. Their win, a 21-3 beatdown over Indonesia. But then they fell short against Italy en route to the Italians' 2-0 record. There's Purcell giving us a thumbs up. She was saying, "Hi, Mom." Yeah, hi to all the moms and dads and the family members who've been watching the action. No matter which country you've been watching from, we really appreciate it. And they definitely appreciate the support. Ref Vanessa and Ref Vlad will handle our first game of the day. We are down to our last 20 pool play games, y'all. 60 are in the books. There's Kristina Filivets. I like her game a lot. Talking about a guard that has a nose for the rock, can get to the rim, tough, feisty. I guess you can use all of that description I just said for Michaela Cox too. She's a gritty guard, big shot maker too. Just ask people who've been watching the Asia Cup. New Zealand took gold in 2018, and Cox was the reason for it. 10 minutes on the game clock, and we are underway on this final day of pool play. Missed on the inside, out of bounds. Got a lot of great games on tap today, in case you didn't know. Huge games. You got Russia versus Italy. On the women's side, you also got Australia versus France on the women's side. It's gonna be crazy to see if the Australians can continue their win streak. Pool A for the men, USA, Netherlands on deck later on today. Oh my goodness. I can go on and on and on. Cox going to the right, and she stopped in her tracks. And whistle for the travel. I've been tripping. It's too early to start singing. Nice move. Pull up. No go. So Edmondson drops it over to the corner. She heads to the opposite wing. She says, "Give me the rock." She got the rock. What's she gonna do with it? That. Little sauce underneath the rim. And New Zealand strikes first. Oh, Filivets is feeling it. She splashes one from 2 land, and Ukraine takes the lead. Here's Cox, left, right, back left again, up high off the glass and over the top. Want to thank our founding partner, Nike, our global sponsor, Wilson, and our official timekeeper, Tissot. Major sponsors who make 3x3 what it is. Oh, there's Purcell, good hustle. She kicks it to the corner. Jeva trying to do her dance. She fades away and doesn't put enough on the shot. So now Ukraine will get the offense going, or at least they hope to. That tube is released. String music. So Marenchenko can do that. All right, Maznichenko decides to give it up this time. And foul call on the interior. Look again, Olga Maznichenko. Been a dominant player in the post. She wants it in the post right now. But she'll step out in the suburbs sometimes. There's Filovitz. That time she misses, but ball goes right to the inside. He still didn't get a score, and it worked out. Filovitz, two-piece, no biscuit. And Netherlands answer with a double dip of their own. 6-4 game. Oh. Filovitz lost her footing. Kubik shoots it, misses. Stakes are huge this year at the World Cup, as our medalists in both the men's and women's competition will go on to the Olympic qualifying tournament in March of 2020, and we'll have an opportunity to compete for the top 3 spots in that tournament, which will give your country an automatic bid to the 2020 Tokyo Games. So it's huge. You see a lot of motion from the players out here in wins and losses, because their Olympic dreams, some of their Olympic dreams, ride on exactly what they do here in Amsterdam. So we got a 6-5 game. You know the stakes. You know what to expect. Or do we? We had some surprises yesterday. It's unpredictable. 6-5. Edmondson to Purcell. Strong drive. Right, turns around. Splash. Spitkovska. Oh, a little miscommunication. Maznichenko wasn't ready. Now Edmondson trying to stay in front of Spitkovska. That one tipped out of bounds. 7 seconds remain on the shot clock. 8 seconds remain on the shot clock. Just over 3 minutes into this game. Tight. Ukraine, they need a W. Came in with a goose egg in the win category. Usually, that spells trouble after your first set of pool play games. Doesn't knock you out. You will see some teams sneak in with a 2-2 record if they're able to force a 3-way tie and win on the points tiebreaker. But every game is a must-win. Oh, nice drive. Good finish there. Filovitz gives Ukraine a 1-point advantage for about 2 seconds. That quick is gone. Purcell making sure of it. She gets the bucket and the bump and a chance to convert at the free throw line. So let's see if she can get the and one. Oh, Purcell. She misses the free throw. Foul on the floor. It's now 4 on Ukraine. Edmondson to the cutting Purcell. She takes the package and delivers it. Maznichenko. No. Edmondson. Yes. Purcell with the steal. Cox clears it. Now Edmondson is your world. She decides to give it up. Cox, plenty of time. Wow. She left Filovitz. Filovitz said that's why. It's called transition D. 1-point game. Good one. Both teams with some work to do. With the leaders of Pool D, Italy and Russia. Two countries who have won the whole thing here at the World Cup stage before. Filovitz with the old school step through. Didn't get it to work for her though. Oh, that front rimmed. Masnichenko couldn't find the stroke. 5:23. Got one on the floor. Called on Spitkovska. Can't forget about our official suppliers. Skelda Sports provide our basketball goal. Inleo, that's the hoop court you're seeing right there. And Magic Sky, which you're looking at all the time inside this venue. Appreciation. Teamwork makes the dream work. In our case, the Olympic dream work. Cheva trying to track it down. She could not do so. Instead, it'll go over to the opposition. Subik gives it up. She wants it back. She gets it back. She steps back. She doesn't get anything. Didn't miss. Masnichenko. She's setting back up. The shot is unleashed and rebounded. Cox called for the foul. Filovitz making it tough on her. Beginning of this game, I was talking about Cox and Filovitz and saying how they have some similarities in their game in terms of their grit, their ability to get to the rim. Seeing Filovitz really trying to take it at Cox or whoever's in front of her aggressively in this game. And obviously she's had the stroke on. There's Filovitz. Didn't have the stroke going that time. 10-9. Spitkovska D'd up by Palvast. Forced her to step on that baseline. 4.5 to play here. Game 1 of 20 on this day 4. Quarterfinals start tomorrow. Women will see China and Romania in one quarterfinal. We'll see Spain and Hungary in another quarterfinal. So those 2 games are already set. 4 teams, 4 more to go for the ladies and the men. Edmondson setting up shot. Oh, double team came. Lucky to get rid of that one. Purcell, they got to get a shot up. They out of time. So both teams will step aside for a moment with just a shade under 4 minutes left to play. Ukraine 5 fouls. They trail by 1 point. New Zealand playing a pretty solid game. They'll be looking to move to 2-1. Put themselves in right in the thick of the contention in the group. Trying to, again, catch the top dogs. Russia and Italy, who will clash in what we expect to be one of the best games of the day. That'll be later. Who knows? This could end up being the game of the day. We still got 4 minutes to play in a 1-point game. This got Tissot buzzer beater written all over it. And yeah, there's a shot clock violation. It was still technically a couple tenths of a second, but there we go. Ball over to Ukraine. Bam. Entry pass nearly stolen. Filovitz. No. Purcell. sets the screen for Edmondson. Edmondson, it's a no-go. Filovitz, quick trigger, misfire. Edmondson recovered it. Cox to Edmondson, hand up. Good deflection, a good contest. Looks like she might have got a finger on it. Palvas drop step, kicks it. Cox, she lets it fly. FaceTime. Double box. 12-9, New Zealand. The three-point edge. 3 minutes, 7 seconds to play. Take another look. Oh, Spitkovska D'd up and route to the rim. Cox thought about the two, passed it up. Instead, she gets it to Cheva. And she's got reservations for two. New Zealand now out by 5. Looking for more. Another look at that last 2 hit. And then the last physical hit. 5 fouls apiece. Chenko couldn't get it to go down. Got a couple of good looks from there. Knocked one in earlier. But it's hit a little bit of a cold spell. As the lead for New Zealand is now out to 5. They got to be feeling pretty good about their play in the last couple of minutes. Edmondson strong to the cup. It's one thing the Kiwis do have as a big advantage is their size.
And then
Purcell and Edmondson. Floor general Cox. And you kind of do it all with Cheva. She comes around. Cheva, that is. Palvas going to change directions on Spitkovska. And a foul is called on the play. Six fouls now on New Zealand. They got no more to give. Ooh, that was a risky swipe attempt there by Purcell, given the foul situation. But worked out in our favor, at least that time. That's not going to stop Masnichenko from setting shop up again. She sets the screen. She started to dive to the bucket. Pass was deflected. Kubik, the runner. No. Now Cox from the logo. She's got in-arena range. It don't matter from where. She can knock it down. 16-9, Spitkovska on the move like the lease is up. Cox, drive, puts on the brakes, just missed the layup. Purcell sticking with it. She tracks it down over to Cox, but she can't handle it. Off the fingertips, out of bounds. 6-point basketball game. I said from the logo. She might have been behind the logo. Oh my goodness, and the gooseneck on the finish. Baller. 16-10. Oh, Giovanna. She almost got scored on. Trying to shake off the shoulder, I guess she got from Masnichenko as Purcell tells Filovitz, get your weight up, ma'am. Respectfully. Good D, right at the rim. Filovitz sticking with it and sticks one. 17-11, New Zealand. Oh, Palvast. Not enough on it. Oh, nice little change of direction, elevation, but Shubik could knock it down. So here we go. Giovanna Paulvast on the move to the right. Oh, they're gonna run out of time here. Turned it over anyway. New Zealand leading by 6 anyway with approaching 30 seconds. Zinchenko, she missed it. Shubik, also a miss. Zinchenko, nice pass. How did she fit that in? But Filovic didn't finish it. It's a beautiful dime, though. Good D at the rim. Spitkovska, she launches it up. You see, New Zealand probably want to try to get as many points as you can get here. A little casual on that last possession, but a win is a win is a win. That is the goal, and that's what they get. The Kiwis standing tall.